Okay, well, back to it. This is the third video. What the problem is here, there's a room here. The floor is very close to the earth underneath. For some reason, a lot of water builds up underneath this room. The work so far is these two vents, one there and just one here. They may have helped, but there still needs to be more work done. There's a fair amount of ventilation. We got, you can see through there. There's a vent. You may be able to see it, a vent through there. There's vents all along here. With this one, I'm not sure. I think that vent could have been there, but it was covered by earth. And I've put this junction box in, plumbing junction box, and opened it up. This other one here, I think that could be possibly the same story. Yeah, that's stuck fast in that junction box there. Yeah, I think it's the same situation. So what would have happened here is I would have got underneath. There's only a couple of feet of room, and there would have been one of these vents, and I've just opened them up to the outside. Also, I had a theory that this ceramic plumbing pipe was broken or something, and so this one ran into this one, and I inspected around here, but there didn't seem to be any problems, but I may have to look into that in future. I thought it could be broken underneath and it was seeping under, but anyway, we'll go under the house now and have a look. It's, you know, it's fairly awkward. There's not much room under there, so I'll do what I can do. There are videos of the plumbing inspection and these the work done installing these junction boxes. It'll be on my 1974 house renovation playlist, or just try searching on my channel. Okay, that's the room that we're looking at. So yeah, that's the floor, that's the top, that's all. All the room we've got. So, you know, I mean, if it's dry under there, then I don't have to do any more, but I'll know in a sec when I get right over there. I don't know if you can see him there. That's a gecko, that little fella, and he's living under here. I'll be able to get a close-up. There he is. What do you make, eh? Okay. Now, what we're here for. It's actually looking much better than last time I was here. So we've had a lot of rain recently, and it's about as damp as it gets around here, and yet there's not much of that yellow mould, so that's good news. So those vents there being exposed, we've got one over there and three. That seems to be doing a fair amount of good. So that's where I came in through there. That's the unit plumbing going through under the house. Now I think before, all this area here was all had all that yellow mould. Okay, so now I'm in the far corner. We can see that yellow mould, and that over there, that's rising damp. Okay, I can't see a dampness course That looks like a dampness course there at the top of the light, but there's nothing down there. That's what the problem is here. That's rising damp from the ground. So that yellow mould, we can see it. It's okay. That's all good through there. But it starts just here. And it goes around this little area to where the gecko was sitting. So just there's a gecko there, but that's the vent. That's where it stops on that side. So it's just around to there. And that's now the mould, the ground mould is now confined to, so that's the scope of it all. It's now confined it way over here and just from there to there. So it's this, try and get a better perspective. It's now sort of coming in through here, this small area in the corner. Okay, so now we're looking at the gully, we'll call it, around the outside. So there's the corner where we were standing on the outside. That's the walkway there. Might be able to see. I can't see, but that's besides the point. It's just this low area here. I think there could have been real dampness or water, even some water along here. Now it's fairly dry, and it goes to there. So there's not much now. So surprisingly, I've got to conclude that opening these vents up really did help a lot. This is rising damp. That looks like some type of foundation just there. There shouldn't be any odour inside the room because that's the dampness course along there. As I've said in I think another video, they now use plastic, so that's going to do a much better job than metal. But that goes around there, just underneath the flooring. So that's the flooring from underneath the house. So we can see even in the corner it's in good condition. There's no real difference between flooring anywhere else in the house and here, so you know that's a good thing. So you can see if I knock on the floor, you know, it's solid. So we're just going to have to call this fixed, and just any odour that might be in the bedroom above, just have to call that unfortunate, because that's about as good as you can do here without a plastic or a piece of plastic in the bottom course there to stop any rising damp. I suppose you could say that they've put the dampness barrier a little bit too high here, but I suppose, well, knowing that they were so close to the dirt, to the floor, they could have put it lower. Well, while I'm here and while I've got some precious spare time, I might just get out a shovel or a pick and just maybe scoop away a bit more here, just clear around a bit lower, and I'll bring it up on top of this small mound here while I'm here. Okay, well that updates this dampness problem, so it just highlights the importance of thinking ahead, and you know, if you're so close to the dirt and you've got a flooring so close, good idea just to put a barrier in much lower. Okay, even underneath the flooring and underneath the wet course, or in other words, where the flashing is here, could come down a bit lower, just for this specific situation, just like this. Okay, that's it. Over and out. Please like and subscribe. Okay, see you, mate. I don't know if I've mentioned it yet in this video, but there's been exceptional rain and dampness. Yeah, so this is going to be the worst time for this this area just here. But as we know now, that's that's where the gecko was. That's our second one, and that's our third one there. So it's only in this area here. But this is the bedroom, and we've got that light going. That's never been on before, but you might be able to make out just that's the bedroom there. The floor's fairly low to the ground there. There was a mould problem in this unit, and I've treated that by using enamel paint and mixing two big bottles, small bottles, only about that big, of anti-mould. And also just recently, in fact today, I've cleared around the unit, got this gap here, and now I might be able to see there that water is actually flowing down and out. So, you know, and that's where the mould was, around here. So they say to keep the source of the mould away, the dampness, and that'll get rid of the mould. Okay, just to update the video, I've got this small pick here, and I went right around, right down to the foundation rock. And I just picked away at it, and it's a fair way down now. Okay, and then it goes along that wall. So just for perspective, that's the outside there. So yeah, just around and down around there. So all the earth is away from the wall. Down to the rock foundation. Unfortunately, this is all loose rubble that they left here close to the floor. But I've also scuffed up the top where that mould was. So that's how I've left it. Mainly just around the rising damp from there around to here, where the gecko was. So that's it, that's how she's left. So I'll have another inspect in a year or so, and we'll just see what we got then. Just one last thing, I do remember just when I was finishing up underneath that around about here there did seem to be a little bit of seepage or water that was going up against the rock base. It could even be in the video, I don't know, but that would possibly suggest one of two things. This pipe here now, you can hear it, it's raining. The water's going down there. There could be a crack. It actually runs underneath this. There could be a leak in that, and that could be running under the house, just and that loose dirt is acting as a sponge. So that's one thing. Second thing is water. Around here in Sydney, you've got a whole lot of like stone and rock on top of the bedrock, and the water seeps along and travels along it. Now that could be another reason. It just happens to be like a area here of water that the loose rubble is soaking up. But look, time will tell, and anyway, we'll see how it goes throughout the years, and I'll get it. I'll eventually get to the problem.